What's up, traders? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option. Today, we're going to break down what happened in the markets, what's kind of ahead for us for the week. We're going to go through AMD earnings. We're going to preview Disney. I'm going to go through the VIX, and I'm going to give you that one stock I'm watching. So with that, let's dig in. A great day for the markets, but not nearly as bad as you might think. Yes, SPX had itself a down day, call it 0.5%. NASDAQ had it worse. Dow pretty much flat. And what was interesting is that despite the selling, the Russell 2000 actually closed the day up on the day about 0.6%. If the Russell is kind of our leader and it's started to make back everything that it started to lose on the 31st. It's actually closed the top of the 31st. Again, I think the move in rates is really bullish. IEF continues to look relatively strong. TLT looks like it wants to make another breakout. The bond market as a whole looks strong. Why? Well, take a look at the CMA Fed Watch. We're at 91% for SEP. We are at almost 60% for a second rate cut in October, and we remain close to 50-50 that we're going to get a third rate cut this year. Is that great? No, probably not. We don't really want 3 rate cuts this year. Why? That would mean the economy is doing very, very bad. 2 is probably optimal. But having rate cuts is going to benefit the Russell 2000 and TLT and IEF in particular. So that's part of what we saw. Now, one of the reasons the market was maybe not that great today, take a look at AMD. They just reported. Now, they beat on revenue and guided higher, but after such a crazy run, it's down about another 4% after the bell. Doesn't surprise me. It's been look at the run this thing has been on. This thing was $95 at the end of April. It's now closed at 175. So no big shocker that AMD is pulling back a little bit. Now, we do have some big economic reports coming out. Nothing like last week, right? Nothing even close. But on Wednesday, we get a couple of Fed speakers. We get jobless claims on Thursday. A few more Fed speakers, consumer credit. So plenty of Fed speak this week. I think hearing on Saturday from Bowman, who was one of the people that voted for the rate cut, could be interesting. So keep that in mind. The other major earnings we have heading our way this week is Disney. They report on Wednesday morning. That could be some fun as well. One of the things surprised me was, ISM still positive, but a pretty decent miss on Tuesday. That's kind of what rolled this market over. If you look at what was going on with the overall market, we're up, and then that ISM number hits, and it was good night. Without that, I think maybe we continue our trip higher, but ISM lower, that's what sent rates lower and bonds higher and kind of led to the moves we're seeing. So what's my take for the week? Getting back to IWM, there's our long. Looking at VIX, the index basically closed flat, up a little bit. Actually went down, was actually down at one point. the market looked like it wanted to go green on the day before it rolled over at the end of the day. I still like the market to meander higher. Just below 6,300, I would be less than shocked if we got a little bit of a pop on Wednesday, and maybe a little bit of maybe a move back to the towards 6,350, especially if there's no major economic data factor. No, I mean, we got just a couple of Fed speakers, so as long as they don't say anything crazy, no news. AMD down a little bit, but not catastrophically. I think you're going to see, rates continue to look all right, and you're going to see the market potentially move higher. One thing I know is going to move higher is my new Alpha AI, which is my new AI tool that I'm using to get advance notice on short squeezes before they happen. If you didn't get a chance to check out the presentation on Thursday, check it out. Otherwise, we may have a encore coming your way in the next couple of days. But either way, you're going to have to sign the NDA and check it out. So click the link in this email. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please like and subscribe. So what is that one name I am watching? Apple. After just a really ugly day, seems to kind of slowly meandering lower. We break the lows from the 31st, which was Friday. Things are going to fall apart. Eventually, 195, maybe as low as 192-ish. Things could roll over pretty fast. Apple continues to lack innovation, and that is going to be a problem. All right, everybody. Like I said, click the link in this email. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please like, subscribe, leave a comment or question, and I will answer it. I'm Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.